Go there, Pastor.
Paul says this, Corinthians, don't touch a woman. That's what he says. So, man, I remember a lot of you were thinking, bro, I sin just coming into church. I'm touching girls all the time. That's what Paul tells Timothy. Like, he says, don't touch a woman. That's scripture. You go back, he talks about that. But the original Greek, don't touch him in a way, this is the way the Greek says, that arises and stirs the fires of passion. That's what I mean. Anything that gets you really excited, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you get real excited holding a girl's hand, don't be touching them. Touching their leg. You want to honor the God. The Bible says you got to treat girls with absolute purity. Let me tell you a story. Two of my best friends, Cecil and Dyron. And Dyron was dating Leah. They broke up. They dated for a year. Then all of a sudden, Leah liked my other friend, Cecil. They were best friends. They started dating, and they ended up getting married. And then my friend, Dyron, looks at Cecil and says, bro, aren't you glad I didn't make out with your wife? Aren't you glad I didn't just kiss her when we were dating? You could be dating your best friend's wife. See, man, seriously, this is the way to look at it. And when they get married,
loss is your day.
So when they get married, can you be in the wedding and can you have a relationship without it being awkward?
Wow, that's good.
So anything that would stir the passions of fire, according to Paul, according to Scripture, man, so exactly, you know, when you start holding hands, you're like, oh, Lord. And then all of a sudden, we're intertwined. Oh, that's awesome. Then a side hug, and a front hug, and then kissing, and then all of a sudden people start licking each other's tongues. It's gross, you know. So whatever causes you to stir the fires of passion, stop. And it's better to stay far away from that than to be close to it.
Yep, that's good. Pastor Jim? Anything?
Yeah, I just grew up, honestly, like this is how I grew up. I grew up being told, yeah, don't do anything that, yeah, you wouldn't want somebody to do to your sibling, you know, don't do anything you wouldn't want somebody to do to your husband, you know, because somebody else could be dating your husband right now, you know, so I always thought of it like that, and that is a legit true story, and the crazy part that he didn't tell you is that Cecil used to taunt Darren, like, dude, you've been dating her for a year, how come you're not holding her hand, like, what's up with you?
Why don't you kiss her, bro? And he's like, aren't you glad I didn't kiss your wife? Yes.
So good. Sure.
Really quick, I also think, to me, when I hear that question, I'm already immediately having red flags going off, not because I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they wanting to do? I'm actually more concerned about your heart posture.